I like finding Democrats that are not lunatics. Unfortunately, they're all being arrested. Welcome to John Mike Keene. Check out this conversation with Mayor Eric Adams from New York.
Mr. Mayor, I wondered if I could ask you about any communications you've been having with the Trump campaign about this rally or otherwise, and if you believe, as others have said, that the former president is a fascist.
You know, I have been had those terms hurled at me by some political leaders in the city.
That's a black man, Eric Adams. He too was called a fascist. Democrats throw this word around to a point that it has no meaning, has no substance. No one should ever take it seriously. Trump is prepping his rally in this video.
Here, why are you here so early?
Oh my goodness, where else to be? And we're in New York City, Donald Trump. I mean, we got to make New York red again.
Is this your first Trump rally?
No, it's not. I went to the one in the Bronx as well. It was amazing.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing like it, honestly. Look at this.
At Madison Square Garden, and Hillary Clinton already made a reference to the past.
And, you know, one other thing that you'll see next week, Caitlin, is Trump actually reenacting the Madison Square Garden rally in 1939. I write about this in my book.
Clear desperation in the Democratic Party. You have Hillary Clinton talking about the rally at Madison Square Garden on behalf of Trump, comparing it to 1939 when Nazis gathered at Madison Square Garden to support the Nazis in Nazi Germany. My God, what the hell is wrong with these people?
President Franklin Roosevelt was appalled that neo-Nazis, fascists in America were lining up to essentially pledge their support for the kind of government that they were seeing in Germany. So I don't think we can ignore it.
And then Michael Rapaport, the actor who's Jewish and a Democrat, Trump hater, said, never use that term.
Stop with the Hitler shit. Do not refer to Hitler and the Holocaust ever for attention and political gain. Stop it. That Nazi rally that took place in Madison Square Garden in 1939 was just that, an actual true blue rally. So are you saying that anyone and everyone who shows up at Madison Square Garden for this upcoming Trump rally? What kind of rallies are happening on the college campuses in New York City, in Union Square, where they're waving Hamas flags and kissing Yahya Sinwar photos? What kind of rallies are that?
Calling Trump a fascist and bringing up Hitler, that it's essentially anti-Semitic.
Using terms like Hitler and fascist. My answer is no.
There you go. Clear no. I'll take that as a win for Trump.
Hi, my name is Shula. I'm an Israeli. I'm a Jew, and I'm asking the Jewish voters and all other American voters, please do not vote for Kamala Harris. She will bring a nuclear holocaust to Israel.
And I really appreciate that Eric Adams isn't so politically Democrat brainwashed that he feels like he has to use that kind of language.
I know what Hitler has done, and I know what a fascist regime looks like.
Basically, he's accusing the other side of not knowing what Hitler did and not knowing what a fascist regime is if you use those words.
This desperation on the part of Hillary Clinton and Harris calling Donald Trump a fascist. Madison Square Garden, half the place is going to be Jews there to support Donald Trump. My mother is a survivor of Auschwitz. Most of her family were murdered in Auschwitz in 1944. We are supporting Donald Trump.
Christina, and I just love everything that Trump stands for. I think we need to make America great again, honestly, at the end of the day. And
I think, as I've called over and over again, that the level of conversation, I think we could all dial down the temperature.
This sounds also like the letter from Mike Johnson and Mitch McConnell that was telling Democrats to lay off the fascist talk because it inspires violence.
And I've heard people say that the former president should not be able to have a rally in Madison Square Garden. I strongly disagree. This is America. This is New York. And I think it's important that we allow individuals to exercise their right to get their message clear to New Yorkers.
He has to remind the journalists that this is America and this is New York, in case you forgot, because the question you're asking and people saying that Trump shouldn't be able to have this rally in Madison Square Garden, they're obviously not familiar with our country's practices.
And our job as a city and as a police department is to make sure they could do that in a peaceful way. I think that we must be extremely cautious. The heat we turn up today, pre-election, is going to have to be the heat we're going to have to govern it. And I think we need to show a level of respectable communication.
He knows that Democrats are going to be violent after the election, so he's trying to tone it all down, and he's trying to get people to see that there's a great deal we can do with our rhetoric now to keep Democrats from going violent after Trump wins.
My name's Andy. I'm from Montgomery, New York, and I'm here because I'm looking for a better economy, and I want the borders closed. Trump, Amen. Trump, Trump.
When people called me fascist and other terminologies, I didn't like it. And I don't think it's fitting to anyone to state that the former president is equal to being Hitler. I just think that this is a city where we have the largest Jewish population. Anti-Semitism is on a rise nationally. We need to do everything we can to push back on that level of anti-Semitic tone and anti-Semitic issues that we're facing in the city.
I hope Democrats are hearing that, because they have a real problem in their party. It's on the right too, but it's way worse on the left. So I champion him for calling this out. I think he's very calm and a very wise voice, and no wonder why Democrats are after him.
Let's have a safe, fair, democratic process and show the globe how we're able to do it correctly.
All we have to do is get the Democrats on board, and that won't be a problem, Eric Adams.
Please do vote for President Trump. He has been a true friend of Israel, and he encourages us to destroy the nuclear reactor, and he will help us and support us destroy when he is a president.
So much of the Jewish community committed to Israel is supporting Donald Trump. To call him a fascist, to compare him to the Nazis, the event at Madison Square Garden, shame on them, shame. They are so freaking desperate, and they are ready to destroy America.
I'm here because I want Donald Trump to win. We have to keep the border closed, and we have to make America great again.
I'm John Mike Keene.